Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are good. In today's video lecture, we are going to start our chapter 4, which is algebraic expressions. An algebraic expression is a mathematical phrase combining numbers and variables using mathematical operations. Expression do not contain equals or not equals to sign or the inequalities. A mathematical sentence which does not contain equals or not equals, greater than and less than symbols is called an algebraic expression. If we have equal sign in the expression, it will become algebraic equations. Part of an algebraic expression, the alphabet which is used is called the variable. The number written with the variable is called coefficient, and the number which is written without the variable is our constant. 7 and 2 are the two terms, and both the terms are connected with each other with the operation which this operation. Kinds of algebraic expression. First one is polynomial expression. Polynomial comes from word poly, meaning many, and nomial in this case meaning terms. So it says many terms. If an algebraic expression contains many terms, it becomes a polynomial. A polynomial can have constants like minus 20, half, etc. Variables, any alphabet can be used. Exponents like only 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. It can be combined using addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, except not divisible by a variable. Okay, there are two restrictions. The first one is the exponent must be 0 or any positive integer, and the expression must not be divisible with any variable. Here are the examples. 5xy square minus 3x plus 5y cube minus 3. This is an example of polynomial because the powers of the variable here are 0, 1, 2 and so on. No negative powers and no division with a variable is included. So this is an example of polynomial. This is not a polynomial because in denominator we have a variable. We are dividing 2 with a variable. So this is not a polynomial. Here we have negative exponent on y. So it is also not a polynomial. This is the general form of polynomial. An expression of the form a0 xn plus a1 xn minus 1 plus a2 xn minus 2 plus a3 xn minus 3 up till a n minus 1 x plus an. This is the general term of polynomial where n is a positive integer or 0. An must not be equals to 0 and the coefficients a0, a1, a2 and so on all are real number. This is the general form of polynomials. Here we have some examples. 3x, this is a polynomial. X minus 2, this is also a polynomial because the exponent on the variable is a positive integer. Same happens here. This one is also a polynomial because all the variables having positive integers as their exponents. This example, this one here, we have just 5 with no variable. When we have a term which does not have a variable, it means we have a variable there with exponent equals to 0. So this is also a polynomial which is called a constant polynomial. These are not the polynomials. 3xy exponent minus 2 is not because the exponent minus 2 is not acceptable. For being a polynomial, exponent must be 0 or any positive integer. 2 upon x plus 2, this is also not a polynomial because we have variable in the denominator. 1 upon x, okay, this is not a polynomial. A square root of x, also this is not a polynomial because a square root of x means x exponent 1 upon 2 and rational exponents are not allowed in polynomial. So this is also not a polynomial. These are allowed. X upon 2, it is allowed because the exponent of the variable is a positive integer and we are dividing it with a constant. Dividing by a constant, this is allowed. But dividing by a variable, this is not allowed. Okay, same reason here, 3x upon 8. Polynomial square root 2 is also allowed because square root 2 is just a constant and the exponent of the variable here is 0. So square root 2 is a polynomial. Square root x is not allowed, but square root 2 is just a constant. So this is a polynomial, a constant polynomial. Next we have kinds of polynomial. Okay, types of polynomials according to the number of terms. If we have just one single term, polynomial will be called as monomial if we have just one term. If we have two terms, 6x and 2, we have two terms here. AB4 minus 5, we have two terms here. If we have two terms, it will be called binomial. Same if we have three terms, it will be called trinomial. And if we have more than three terms, then it will be called a polynomial. Degree of a polynomial. The degree for a polynomial with one variable, okay, is the largest exponent of that variable. The largest exponent of the variable is called the degree of the polynomial. Here we can see we have x cube, here we have x square, and here we have x exponent 0. So highest power is 3, so the degree of this polynomial is 3. We have some example. 4x degree is 1. 4x cube minus x plus 3 degree is 3. X square plus 2x5 minus x exponent 1, we have degree 5. Okay, here the degree of the polynomial is 2. Okay, now types of polynomial according to their degrees. If the degree of the polynomial is 0, then it is called a constant polynomial. The polynomials where we have just a constant without having a variable. If we do not have a variable, it means we have a variable there with exponent equals to 0. So it is called a constant polynomial. When degree of the polynomial is 1, it will be a linear polynomial. Degree 2, a quadratic polynomial. Degree 3, cubic polynomial. If we have degree 4, then it will be a fourth degree polynomial. Now degree of polynomials in two variables or more than one variables. If we have more than one variable in our expression, then how will we find the degree? If a polynomial has more than one variable, every term has its own degree. And the degree of the term is the sum of the powers of its variable. The degree of the term with the highest degree denotes the degree of the polynomial. We will find the degree of each term separately, and the highest among them will be considered as the degree of the polynomial. Here is the example. Here we can see that we have three terms. First term, this is our second term, and this is our third term. We will find the degree of all three terms separately. Here exponent 5, okay, 5. Exponent 3, so plus 3. Exponent 1, so plus 1. The degree of this term is 9. Check this one. Exponent of x is 1. Exponent of y is 3. 3 plus 1, 4. Degree here is 4. Here we have x squared. So exponent of x is 2. Exponent of y is 1 and exponent of z is 2. 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. Here we can see the degree of first term is 9. Degree of second term is 4. Degree of third term is 5. The highest degree among them is considered as the degree of this polynomial. So the highest degree here is 9. The degree of this polynomial is 9. Rational expression. A rational expression is a fraction in the form px upon qx, where px and qx are polynomials. If we have a polynomial in the numerator and polynomial in the denominator, then such expressions are called rational expressions. This is the example. We have a polynomial in the numerator, also a polynomial in the denominator. Rational expression because it is a ratio of two polynomials. These are the examples. Okay, these are the examples of rational expressions. Next we have, okay, Also 1 upon 2 minus x square. This is also a polynomial because 1 is, this is also a rational expression because 1 is a polynomial and 2 minus x square is a polynomial. So this is a polynomial. Same happens here. If we have 2x square plus 3, we can write it as 2x square plus 3 upon 1. So we have a polynomial in the numerator, also a polynomial in the denominator. Okay, these are not allowed because we have 2 minus square root x. Square root x is not allowed in the polynomial. So we do not have a polynomial in the numerator. We do have polynomial in denominator, but numerator is not a polynomial. So this is not an example of rational expression. Same happens here. Numerator is a polynomial, but in denominator we do not have a polynomial because of this 1 upon x. So this is also not a rational expression. Okay, degree, acha, to find the degree, okay, to check whether the rational expression is a proper rational expression or improper rational expression, we have to find out the degree of numerator and the degree of denominator. If the degree of the numerator is less than the degree of the denominator, then the rational expression is called proper rational expression. If the degree of numerator is greater than or equals to the degree of denominator, then it is considered as improper rational expression. Next, we have irrational expression. An algebraic expression is an irrational expression which cannot be written in the form px upon qx, where px and qx are polynomial and qx must not be equals to 0, denominator must not be equals to 0. Okay, if an expression cannot be written in px upon qx form, means we cannot write an expression in the form that we have a polynomial in the numerator, also we have a polynomial in the denominator, then it will be called irrational expression if we cannot write it in this form. These are the examples. Square root 2xy plus 1, we cannot write it as an irrational write it in px upon qx form. Same happens here. Same happens here because we are having rational exponents. We are having radicals here. Same happens here. Same happens here. So in irrational expression, our irrational expressions are the expression which cannot be written in the ratio of polynomials. Okay, now we are going to start exercise 4.1. Separate polynomials, rational expression, irrational expressions in the following. 3x minus 1 upon 3. This is a polynomial because we have exponent of x is 1 and positive integer, we have exponent positive integer as an exponent. So this is a polynomial. Again, it is a polynomial because the exponent of the variable here is 0. Okay, this is a polynomial. 4 upon x. This is not a polynomial. This is a rational expression because we have a polynomial in the numerator and we also have a polynomial in the denominator. This 4 is a polynomial. We have a polynomial in the numerator. Now check this x. X is also a polynomial. We have a polynomial in the denominator. So it is a rational expression. 0, this is also a polynomial. X square plus y minus 3, again it is a polynomial because the exponents of the variable are all positive integer. Okay, it's better to write here polynomial. We can also convert it into rational expression by dividing it to 1. So this is a polynomial expression first, not rational, it is a polynomial expression. Okay, this is a polynomial expression. We can also convert it into rational expression by simply putting 1 in the denominator. Then it will be converted into rational expression. But right now it is a polynomial expression. 1 upon y minus y. Okay. We can simplify it first. We have 1 upon y minus y. Let's take the LCM. Okay, we have 1 upon y minus y. we can write it as minus y upon 1, making the denominator same. By multiplying with y, we will have 1 minus y square. Now we can see that we have a polynomial in the numerator. We also have a polynomial in the denominator. 1 minus y square, it is a polynomial. Upon y, y is a polynomial. So we have a polynomial in the numerator and polynomial in the denominator. So it is a rational expression. We have to simplify first and then identify which type of expression is this. 1 upon x square plus 2. Again we can see that we have polynomial in the numerator, also polynomial in the denominator. So this is a rational expression. A square root 1 upon 4. The square root of 1 is just 1. So it is simply 1 upon 4, and 1 upon 4 we have no variable here. No variable means exponent of the variable is 0, and when exponent of the variable is 0, then it is also considered as a polynomial, a constant polynomial. Cube root of x minus y whole square. This is a irrational expression because if we apply whole square formula here, it will be x square minus 2xy plus y square, and then we have a rational exponent over it. Okay, so this is a irrational expression. Next we have separate polynomial and non-polynomial. In case of polynomials, also write the number of variables. Okay, 3 minus x upon x. This is not a polynomial because it is a ratio of two polynomials. Okay, this is a non-polynomial. Yes, this is a polynomial, and we have two variables here, x and y. So a polynomial in two variables. Again, it is a polynomial, and it is a polynomial in three variables. We have three variables here, x, y, and t. 16 minus 1 upon x square. This is a non-polynomial because dividing with a variable is not allowed in polynomial. Yes, it is a polynomial with one variable. X4 minus x square plus 1. Here the variable is x. So we have just one single variable. It is also not a polynomial. Yes, a polynomial with one variable. Polynomial, yes, because exponents are all positive integers. Polynomial with three variables. Also polynomial with one variable. Types of polynomial with respect to their terms. Here we have two terms, so it will be a binomial. Minus 1 upon 4 plus 2x plus 5. Here we can see that it seems like we have three terms here, but if we pay attention, we can find out that this plus 5 and this minus 1 upon 4 both are constant. They can be solved together. So if we simplify it, we will be left with only two terms. So this is a binomial. Simplify it. Plus 5 and minus 1 upon 4 can be solved together. Solve them first and then identify. 3. We have a term involving x, term involving y, and a constant term. It means we have three terms here. It is a trinomial. Again a trinomial. It's a binomial. Monomial, just one single term. Again monomial, just one single term. Okay, here we cannot decide just by seeing it. Okay, you have to simplify it. Apply the formula here, a minus b whole square, a square minus 2ab plus b square, and then this plus b square and minus b square will be cancelled out together, and we will left with only two terms. So this is a binomial. Question 3 we have, after question 3 we have question number 4. Find the degree of the polynomial. X plus y square. 2, we are having two variables here. So degree of the first term is 1, degree of the second term is 2. So highest will be the degree of the polynomial. So degree of the polynomial is 2. Okay, again more than one variables are involved. Here the degree is 4 plus 1, 5, 2, 3. So highest 5 is the degree of the polynomial. 5 cube. Here we can see that cube is the exponent of a number, not the variable. Okay, we do not have a variable here. If we do not have a variable, it means we have a variable with exponent equals to 0. So the degree will be 0 here. Okay, we will consider the exponent of the variable, not the constant. Next, first term having the degree 2 plus 2, 4. Here the degree is 2, so 4 is the answer. Okay, here we have just one term. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2 is 3. Degree is 3. 6 and 2 plus 5 is 7. Here the degree is 6, here the degree is 7. So the degree of the polynomial is 7. Pi, it's just a constant with no variable, so degree is 0. We will simplify it first. This cube and cube root will be cancelled out. Okay, and we are left with only a square minus b. Now the degree is 2. Simplify first if possible and then identify. Now ordering algebraic expression. How to order algebraic expressions? In descending order, write the terms having biggest power of the variable first. This is the descending order. Okay, from the biggest value, from the largest exponent to the smallest exponent, this is descending order. Ascending order, write the terms having the smallest power first. Okay, from small to big, smallest power will be written first. These are the examples. This is an example of ascending order. To arrange in ascending order, we write smallest power first. So y exponent 2. Okay, we are arranging it with respect to y. So y exponent 2, again y exponent 2 terms, y exponent 1, y exponent 1. Okay, this is the example of descending order. Descending order means write the highest power first. Okay, and powers of x according to x arrange करना. Okay, in this example you also have to arrange according to s. So x according to x, we do not have x here. X exponent 0, this is the smallest one, so we write it first. X exponent 1, x exponent 2, and x exponent 3. This is the ascending order. In descending order, we also have to arrange according to x. According to x, this term have the smallest exponent, x exponent 1. This is x exponent 1, x exponent 3, x exponent 2, and x exponent 0. To arrange in descending order, we will write the greatest power first. And to arrange in ascending order, we will write the smallest power first. Okay, now we are moving to exercise 4.2. Exercise 4.2, question number 1. Write the following algebraic expression in ascending order with respect to variable a. Ascending order means we have to write the smallest exponent first to the highest exponent. 2a cube y plus 4ay square minus 5a square y cube. We have to arrange with respect to a. Here the exponent of a is 3, a exponent 1, a exponent 2. So we will write this term first. Answer will be 4a square, then minus 5a square y cube, and then 2a cube y. Okay, we have to arrange according to the variable a. Next, 3x square minus ay square minus 2a4 plus 4a square z square. According to a, here the exponent of a is 0, exponent a is 1, exponent of a is 4, and exponent of a is 2. Right, starting from the smallest value. So we will write 3x square first, then minus ay square, then plus 4a square z square, and then minus 2a4. In the same way, in the exact same way, we will solve the remaining questions. Exponent of a is 0, exponent of a is 1, here 4, here 2, here 3. So we will write x square first because exponent of a here is 0. We will arrange them according to a. Exponent of a is 1, so this will be the next term. A exponent 2, a exponent 3 and a exponent 4. In the exact same way, you will solve the remaining part. This is question number 1. Question number 2, again same, we have to arrange expressions in descending order. Descending order means we have to write the biggest power first up to smallest one. Biggest power first. So according to x, exponent 2, exponent 3, exponent 1, exponent 0. So we will write x cube first because this is the maximum, this is the biggest exponent. X cube plus x square minus 2x minus 1. Okay. According to y, we have to arrange here y exponent 1, y exponent 2, y exponent 0, y exponent 3, and y exponent 5. So we will write y exponent 5 first, then y exponent cube, y exponent square, y exponent 1, y exponent 0. In the exact same way, we will solve the remaining parts. Number 6. Okay, here you can see that we have some exponent, we have some variables in numerator, and we also have terms that have variables in the denominator. If the variable is in the denominator, it means the exponent here is in negative. This 4 upon y square can be written as 4 y exponent minus 2. This 9 upon y4 can be written as 9 y exponent minus 4. And this minus 12 upon y cube can be written as minus 12 y exponent minus 3. Now we have to arrange them in descending order. Descending order means highest exponent first. So the highest exponent will be 4 and minus 4 will be the smallest. Okay, so we will write y exponent 4 first, then y exponent 1, y exponent 0, and then we will write the negative exponent. First we will write the positive exponents, then we write the term with no variable or exponent equals to 0, then we will write the terms having negative exponents, or we can say the terms which have variables in the denominator. So y exponent 4, y exponent 1, y exponent 0, here y exponent minus 2, here y exponent minus 3, and y exponent minus 4. Please keep in mind that minus 2 is greater than minus 4. When numbers are negative, then the small value is actually the bigger one, and the bigger value is actually the smaller one. So minus 2 is greater than minus 4. That is why we have written 4 upon y square first and 9 upon y exponent 4 at the end. In the exact same way, we will solve the remaining part. Here exponent of x is 2, exponent of x is 0, exponent of x is minus 2, 1 and minus 1. So the biggest exponent is x square. Then we have 4x, then we have minus 10, then we have plus 12 upon x, and then we have minus 9 upon x square. Okay, this is how we arranged it. In the exact same way, you will solve the remaining parts. That's it. Our exercise 4.1 and 4.2 both are completed. Thank you.